So we're talking about the latest episode of Reck on the Road. It's time to get out there, and this week we're going to do a little fishing.
We're going to do a little catching. Nobody knows more about the hunting and fishing scene here in Hampton Roads than longtime Virginia-Pilot outdoors reporter Lee Tolliver. Hop in, everybody. It's time for this week's Reck on the Road. This week's feature, Reck on the Road, takes us water's edge to Rudy Inlet, and we're joined by Virginia-Pilot outdoor reporter Lee Tolliver. If it's happening outdoors in Hampton Roads, this is the man that knows about it and writes about it. Lee, tell me about this dream job of yours.
Well, I've always been a angler and a hunter and stuff, and not so much hunting, but mostly angling. And when I was working at the paper, I knew that the previous outdoor editor was going to retire eventually, so it was something I geared myself towards and worked hard. And when he would be on vacation, I'd sub for him and stuff, and just a natural progression. So 10 years ago, I got what is absolutely my dream job, writing about hunting and fishing in Southampton Roads in northeastern North Carolina. It's awesome.
How did you get your start in writing in newspaper?
My senior year at Kellam High School, I was a correspondent for the Beacon. I had taken a journalism class and just got a job as a runner at the newspaper and helping out sports when I had the opportunity and they needed me. And it just it's the old-fashioned way. I just kind of grew into it. I didn't go to college for it. I was actually a criminology and meteorology major in ODU and spent too much time at Friar Tuck's and ended up dropping out. And here I am.
There you are.
Here I am.
Well, Lee is, if it's happening in hunting or fishing Hampton Roads, he knows about it, and you've learned what a great resource this area is for hunting and fishing. How abundant is it?
Fishing-wise, this is one of the top places in the whole world. It's not recognized as much as maybe it should be, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because once it's recognized as such, there's only so much space for so many anglers.
Let me ask you this: are you like the golf pro that just doesn't have time to golf? Since you're the fishing guy, do you have time to fish?
I'm so stoked about this right here that I'm actually going to get to fish for a little while. When I was just doing high school sports, like Friday football game, I'd fish all day. Now, having to write about it, I don't get to fish as much as I'd like to, or as I used to, and it's a big misconception that, oh, you're the outdoor guy, you get to fish all the time. Not so much. Yeah,
but you're not just the outdoor guy. Lee is also well-versed in all the sports, especially the women's sports, female sports. How'd you get started in that, and what is it about women's sports that you enjoy?
Well, when I first started off, you take any assignment you can get, because you're just trying to do as much as you can and learn and make a name for yourself. And a lot of the guys, the old-timers, didn't want to deal with the women's sports, and women's sports in the late 70s were really starting to gain a lot of momentum. So I was like, yeah, I'll go to field hockey championships or the gymnastics, and as part of my job, I'd learn the sports and just was amazed at what these young ladies can do and how athletic they are, and just absolutely fell in love with women's sports, women's softball. And not that I don't love my football and stuff like that, but it's been I've covered field hockey and gymnastics for 35 years.
35 years at the Virginia-Pilot, now the outdoor reporter. Yes, yeah, you're great. But let me ask you this: are you going to be upset if I outfish you today? Because I have a feeling it's going to happen.
It probably is going to happen, because I haven't been out here all that much. One, and two, there's beginner's luck is hard to beat.
Yeah, use the beginner's card. I like that.
Buck a pound. You want to go?
Buck a pound.
Buck a pound.
All right, we'll see how that goes.
How about catch anything?
How about that? Lee Tolliver, Virginia-Pilot outdoor reporter. He is this week's subject on Reck on the Road. Went fishing with Lee and Marty, and Lee caught the most and the biggest fish, so he schooled us.
So that expense report is going to be an interesting one for you to fill out this week. The buck a pound.
Buck a pound. It wasn't by much, trust me. You can catch Lee's his outdoor reports on Thursday and Sunday in the sports section. See him at Pilot Online, also on Twitter. Lee, thanks for playing along.
All right, admin, get ready.